He acts like this every time. I put the camera on him. So anyways, how you doing, YouTube? Just me and Maxie out. Sitting out here, just not doing much. Trying to find a place to put the phone. It's the only place I have light in this new truck. I gotta sit back here on the bed. I got the bed up because Maxie wanted it up. I'll have to probably stand up. Yeah, I'll probably have to stand up. Alright. That's right. Ain't got nothing going on anyway, so. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now we're professional, I think. Come on, man. So anyways, just a little video. Ran out of hours. I had 4 hours and 50 minutes, and I weren't getting anything back tonight. Sorry, after midnight for today at all. So, weren't getting nothing back until midnight. So I decided that I'm just gonna sit here and get a reset. There weren't nothing picking up except for going to Pennsylvania, and I refuse to go to Pennsylvania. Like I said, you know, I've already discussed this on other videos that, you know, paying that much of a fuel tax is just, you know, I'm not paying, you know, almost $1,000 for IFTA tax to run through that place. There's no way. They got company drivers that can do that, or other owner operators, but that's me. I know I've gotten flack on it. I've gotten told that I don't know what I'm doing, that, you know, I should just go wherever the lows go, and you know, I mean, it's my business. I've been doing it for a year now, and I'm successful. You know, I got everything is still here. You know, I'm still in the truck, still making money. So I just don't feel like that I should have to go to Pennsylvania, and so that's what that is. So we gotta head towards the west anyways. We have to get a I gotta get my DOT physical done before the 21st, and I have to be recertified or have a renewal down at Snyder, which I'm not too sure what that consists of, but I guess we'll find out when I give them a call, because they're saying if I don't get it done here within a little bit, I'll lose my dispatch, but I won't be able to touch the load board. So the DOT physical, I mean, that's nothing. I can stop anywhere, any Concentra, and get that done. But the threat to take the load board away, wow, that hurts. But we'll get it done. I know it's their policy, so we'll get it done. I ain't complaining about it. I'm just saying stuff I got, you know, just mentioning stuff I got to get done. So anybody who's watches this that is a Snyder person or whatever, you know, I ain't saying anything about Snyder. I'm not taking another video down. There's no way. I've already got told to take down 2 videos, so I ain't doing another one. So yeah, that's mainly all we're doing. We're just sitting out here. My ear hurts. Spent all day, well, half of the day yesterday, some of the day today cleaning the truck. I always like to spring clean it at least every week. I wipe it down, you know, all the time, but I always like to keep it extra clean because of the cigarette smoke. But besides that, I mean, I really ain't been doing too much. My ear's been killing me in my throat, but besides that, that's about it. Just been catching up on YouTube, checking out anybody's live feeds, and going in and commenting, stuff like that. That's about all I do. Need some milk? Where'd you go? Oh. You got this toy up in his blanket. Hold on there, people. Uh-oh. Is that Maxie's toy? Good boys. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're not really doing too much. There is something I want to mention too, if there's any new people on here. Truck drivers. When you go, you fuel up, or even if you're down for a reset, always walk around and check your truck. Always do it. That's a habit of mine, is to walk around. That's why I let him go out more often than normal, because I'll hear people outside. I mean, I had a group of people that were in front of my truck. Literally, one guy was leaning up against my truck, and I said, "Hey, you want to get the hell off my truck and get away from my truck?" He turns around and punches my truck. I was like, "Seriously, dude? What the hell's up with that? It's my truck, it's not yours. Get the hell off it." You know what I'm saying? So I went up and went to the bathroom. I came back down and my fuel caps were off. How childish. I don't know if he put anything in it. I didn't see anything, but I mean, how childish you gotta be. You're leaning on someone's truck. You got your foot, your leg kicked up with your foot on my truck, and I'm just supposed to be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, hey, why don't you just scratch my truck? Don't worry about it." I don't understand people. So for all the newbies, make sure you check your fuel tank covers, your caps, and you can do it without. Well, I don't know with the new systems. I don't know, but always make sure you check your fifth wheel too, just to be on the safe side. I double check mine, so that way I don't have to worry about it. But I had to move my truck anyway. It's not my trailer, but my truck today, so I didn't have to worry about it. The guy next to me, his fuel line came off, and he had his truck running. I don't know where it came off, what part it came off, but the truck was still running. So I was thinking maybe one of the fuel tanks, maybe the passenger side holes came off or something, but I don't know. He was pouring diesel, so I moved my truck out of the way so that they can get as much up as they could. And boy, did that stink, boy. Damn, he gave me a headache. But that's one thing though. Let's make sure you check your fifth wheel, your kingpin, and if you have an old trailer, old setup like Snyder's, where you don't have the air, if you have the pull handle, make sure you check that too. Make sure nobody pulled that on you. Because they pull that on you, you could be in a little bit of trouble. One thing, your weight will be shifted by whichever way the wheels go. And you don't want that thing slamming all the way back anyways, because they're not that strong back there, and those wheels can just come right off, the whole setup there will just come right off the trailer and set your trailer right on the ground. So you want to make sure that you always check everything. Just a little tidbit, just a little tip to throw out there to the newbies. Because I mean, it happened to me, at least with the fuel caps today. So I mean, just be cautious. Make sure you're checking everything out. See, me, I know my mouth gets me in trouble, but I mean, come on now, it's my truck. I'm paying for this truck. I ain't paying for people to be just hanging on my truck. I mean, you got others. Where's your truck? Go hang on your truck. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I didn't care, because it didn't bother me. It really did not bother me. I don't care who they were or what. Go hang out on your own truck. But so that's what's going on. Just getting ready to at home here pretty soon to pick up the old lady. Go see the grandbaby. Get some food in my truck. Running a little low. If I can make it with what I have in this truck until I get home, well, it'll be perfect. Because we did plan it out for 2.5 months, so we should be able to do it. I mean, I just got to buy a couple things, like, you know, well, actually, I don't need to really buy it, but, you know, milk. I like to have milk with my meals. I got like 4 pieces of chicken left, 2 fish, sausage. I mean, I could go for some more eggs. I had that this morning. I filmed it, and right in the middle of filming it, my wife called me, and the video got somehow deleted, so I couldn't. I had that cooking video. It was all ready to go. I was just about to end it when all of a sudden she called, and I was like, oh, no. But that's all right. But, buddy, I'm just on the camera. It's okay. So, yeah, so, like I said, it's just an update video of, will you stop beating me up? On stuff that I, you know, have going on. I've already registered for GATS, so I'm all set there. We'll be going down there. My wife said we're gonna do the whole 3 days, so we'll get a load going to Dallas, a nice one. Because usually you can get nice loads going to Dallas. You don't get nothing coming out, but that's all right. If we can at least get our expenses, then we'll be all right. So that's what we're gonna work towards, getting that done. So it's the first time that I've ever been, so that's gonna be pretty cool. But besides that, there's really not too much going on. Gonna be calling the old lady here pretty soon, but I don't know, I was bored. I mean, I made, like I said, that cooking video this morning. I had sausage, which I cut them up, not thin, but I cut them up small enough. And then I made some, scrambled up some eggs and put those, you know, mixed it all together. Once the sausage was cooked, I just threw the eggs right in there and cooked it all together. Hit it up with Mrs. Dash, and that's what I had for breakfast, lunch, and supper. I had that one meal at noontime, and that's it. Because I only eat once a day, and that was my once a day. Especially when I'm on a 34-hour reset, I'll eat only once. That way, I'm not tempted to go up to McDonald's, which I could, you know, double quarter pounder, a Big Mac. That would be good right about now. But I didn't. I didn't go up there for breakfast. I didn't go up there for lunch or supper. I said, you know what? We got the eggs. We got the sausage. Let's cook in the truck. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm gonna take another shower tomorrow morning. I know it doesn't look like I did. My hair's all jacked up. That's why I got the hat on. I fell asleep. Like I said, I haven't been feeling good today, so I took a shower. Cause I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning trying to find some loads where I don't have to go to Pennsylvania, where I can start heading west. And I fell asleep about, I don't know, I think it was like 9 o'clock this morning, and he woke me up at about 11. And I went outside and I looked in the mirror. My hair was so jacked up. I was like, oh, jeez. So, that's all right. We got shower credit, so I'm just going in and get another shower, wash the dishes, get them all clean. That way we get nothing to worry about. But like I said, I mean, I really didn't do too much. I got the rugs all done. I took them outside and shook them off and got them all dry. This black one right here, because as you can see, the pup's water right there was soaked. It took me a while just to get that to dry yesterday. But it's fine. They got it. It's done. So now I can go until I go home. And then when I go home, I'm gonna come down with some Pine Sol and some rags and a mop, and I'm gonna take everything up off the floor and strip the bed. I'm gonna wash all the walls. Then I'm gonna scrub the floor, even with the rugs up, because there's only one rug here I can wash, the one that's in the front right there. The other two I can't wash. They'll get ruined worse than what they are. So we'll just take those out and we'll just use the house vac. We'll vacuum those up. There's more power, so we'll just use that. And then I'm gonna sweep. And then I'm gonna see if I can find. I want to hook up the airlines here. The what do they call those? That air nozzle thing there you put on your seat. If truck drivers are watching this, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm having a brain fart, but I bought 2 of them, but I had a mechanic over here at the Pilot. He told me how to do it, but man, I am so dumb. I cannot figure out how to unhook those lines. That little splitter in the middle, man. If anybody knows, can you leave a comment down there? I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm totally friggin' dumb. I cannot figure it out. He said that you gotta push it down and then turn it, and then it'll just come right off. I pushed it down and I turned it and nothing. I'm afraid to turn it anymore. I gotta replace my seat anyways, because these seats are so loose. Does anybody else have a brand new Cascadia? All right, check out the seat. Look at that. That whole seat's loose. Now watch this one. Look at that. I don't think a seat is supposed to be that loose. I don't think they're supposed to be loose at all, are they? I mean, this truck, when I first got it, we used to stop back. Come on, get up here. When I first got it, all these doors here, every one of them had to be tightened. Every one of them were loose. This one right here, you couldn't even open it because you had to get in there and you had to tighten up all the bolts in it. I mean, it's like, I don't understand. I mean, don't they have quality control? Don't they have people who check things out? I mean, the ladder here, I had to tighten those all up. You know, and it's just, yes, Maxie, I'll show you. There's Maxie, everybody. Yes, I know, you have to be on camera. All right, let me bring you back around. He thinks every time I'm talking to somebody, he thinks he needs to be there. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, if anybody has a new Freightliner, let me know if your seat's loose like that. I gotta replace it. I went out and I cut the wire off the back of the trailer, you know, for the seal wire there, and I had a pair of those nice cutters. Yeah, let me show you those a bit. I got these right here. See that name? Upside down, right? Yeah. I got these off Amazon, and they only cost, I think it was like $35. These seats work awesome. To replace the seat, or unless I can get the back, I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I don't like the seats anyways. I've already talked to SFI. Told her that I wanted to replace the seats and the reason why. And she says, well, if you're agreeing to keep the truck, you can do whatever you want with it. But if you bring it back, you have to bring it back with the original seats. So I was like, all right, I can get seats like these with the heated and the AC, and you know, with the lumbar and everything like that, but I can get them in cloth instead of the leather, and that's what I'm looking for. So that's what we got going on right now. Like I said, nothing major. Just living a life, living a dream. I like what I do. You know, don't get me wrong. I love this. I would love having my wife out more. But of course, can't. But that's all right. We do what we can do. Everybody has wives that they, or husbands, or boyfriends, or girlfriends, or fiancés, or whatever that they miss. So anybody out here on the road, you know, this is what you go through. If you can't bring your significant other out, then you're here by yourself. I mean, I got a PlayStation, but the Wi-Fi, it stinks. I need to find out somehow to get real. I mean, I paid for Wi-Fi for a whole year, and I think I've used that PlayStation, I don't know, 4 times in a whole year since I've had this truck. I've had this truck, it'll be on the 21st, it'll be a year. So I paid for Wi-Fi when I first got this truck, and I've only used that PlayStation 4 times for Netflix. Any other time you can't get onto it. And it just aggravates me. But anyway, so I got 8 o'clock and you got 22 minutes. I don't want to make the video too long. I just wanted to chit chat for a little bit. I was bored. I'm sorry if I made anybody bored or anything like that. Like I said, when I get home, I'm gonna have more gear, more equipment, better setup. So I will start recording more of truck driving, and then I'll do some cooking videos because I'll have my wife with me, so we'll be cooking more. But anyway, so like I said, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers. If you guys could hit the like button, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified when I pull up, make a new video. Alrighty. Well, I do appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for watching. And like I said, anything's possible as long as you put your mind and your heart to it. You can succeed at anything. Alrighty? Alright, you guys have a nice night.